morning, Cecile. We're getting a little bit more concerned about fire danger as we head towards the end of your work week. Temperatures are climbing and humidity is dropping. So it's getting dry and it's hotter across Northern California today and heading into your weekend. The good news is winds not out of the north and they're not very strong. We're seeing south winds to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. High temperatures, meanwhile, mid to high 90s today, which is getting hotter. But that's actually around average for this time of year. We do get above average as we head into your Friday. Humidity 20 to 35%, so a little lower than what we saw outside yesterday. Meanwhile, fire danger for the day in the moderate to high range this afternoon. Please be extremely cautious. If you need to mow your lawn, get it done early. You don't want to be mowing your lawn this afternoon as humidity drops and conditions really dry out. Temperatures this morning starting out in the mid 60s to low 70s in the valley right now, low to mid 60s in the foothills, 40s to low 50s in the mountains. So we're starting out a little warmer than what we saw 24 hours ago. And winds, for the most part, are calm and out of the northeast this morning, up to 5 miles an hour in Oroville. But we are going to see those winds out of the south to around 10 miles an hour as we head towards your afternoon. So winds not expected to do a whole lot for us today. Humidity, meanwhile, not recovering all that well overnight. 60% right now for Chico, 68% for Redding, and it is going to get a little lower this afternoon. That is a bit of cause for concern. You just need to make sure you're staying careful out there. And if you're going to be mowing your lawn or heading out to the lakes, maybe you're towing a boat, make sure you're not dragging a chain. That could easily start a fire over the next few days. Satellite and radar, clear skies overhead right now. That is not changing over the next several days. High pressure centered off to our south and east is building back out to the west. That's going to divert any moisture well to our north in the Pacific Northwest, and it's going to keep our temperatures a little hotter over the next several days with dry weather continuing straight through your weekend. Today, topping out in the mid to high 90s if you're in the valley, mid to high 80s in the foothills, mid 80s to low 90s in the mountains this afternoon. And ahead in your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast where your weekend's always in view, mid 90s today, high 90s for Chico Friday and Saturday, back down to the mid 90s on Sunday. And we'll stay in those mid to high 90s through the middle of next week with overnight lows falling into the mid to high 60s. So warm overnight, hot for the afternoons. Not quite as hot for Chico next week. Redding, however, that heat continues. High 90s for today, triple-digit heat tomorrow, 102 on Friday, 101 on Saturday. Meanwhile, overnight lows in the low 70s, so not a whole lot of relief from the heat overnight. High 90s Sunday, triple digits Monday, and then we'll be in the high 90s to triple digits through the middle of next week. So the heat is on in your extended forecast. Coming up in just a few minutes, it's going to be tempting to get out on the water this weekend. We'll show you what to expect in Shasta and Oroville in your Toyota Lake Report.